Lady. This story is taking place in India by a young girl. Her name is Roshi. Back in 2016 in Mumbai, Roshi was only 16. At the time, she was preparing for her board exams and she used to take her classes pretty late. One day, she was really stuck at school and she left this class around 10:30 p.m. And for her to get home, there is only 2 routes, so she had no choice. The first route was long and it would take 45 minutes to reach her home, and the other one was a shortcut but was deserted after evening. Since Roshi was hungry and it was already late, she decided to take the shortcut, which for her was the biggest mistake. On that route, Roshi had to cross a rail track and then walk around 2 kilometers to reach her home, while crossing a deserted hospital on the way. Roshi explained that the weather was pleasant that day, and she was in a really great mood, and she placed her headphones on and started walking down the shortcut road. Everything was normal until she reached the hospital. Roshi explained that when she reached there, the air became cold, and it was pretty weird because in Mumbai, there is always humidity. It's always hot there. However, she kept walking, and then she started to feel like someone was walking behind her. So she slowly turned around and she saw that there was no one there. She continued her walk, and then in the distance away, she saw a woman in a sari. Sari is a Indian traditional clothing that women wear. Personally, for me, I really like the sari. It's really nice. And Roshi explained that that woman looked like her neighbor aunt. So she was truly relieved when she realized that she didn't have to walk alone on the creepy road. Roshi then started to yell her neighbor's aunt's name, but there was no response. So she started to walk faster towards that woman. However, she couldn't get close to her, which was weird. So she started to run towards the lady by calling her name. And the woman was still walking at a normal speed, but for some reason, the distance between the lady and Roshi did not change. She couldn't reach the lady. And Roshi did not understand what was happening. And then she stopped and she actually tried to figure out what she was actually chasing. She kept looking at the woman, and in a couple seconds, she disappeared into thin air. And Roshi explained that the road was all straight for at least 1 kilometer, and there was no place to hide. So she had no way to run away or hide. This shocked her and scared her. She totally lost control, and she ran back home like a dog and only stopped when she saw her home. Roshi was so scared that as soon as she got home, she felt ill. She had a fever for a whole week. And the next day, she sat with her family and explained to her family what happened the previous night. They didn't believe her, and they all shrugged it off, saying that she needed some rest from her studies and she was probably imagining things. However, weird things started to happen to Roshi. She started to feel like someone would touch her hair when she was asleep. She was even afraid of the dark, and she remembers seeing a silhouette in her room whenever she was alone. But she never told her family about these weird events. Until one day, Roshi's cousin that she shared a room with came out running from the room, screaming. Roshi and the rest of the family were watching TV in the hall. When she asked what happened, Roshi's cousin said that after taking a shower, she entered the room and she saw Roshi sitting near the window, watching outside, which is not abnormal because this is what Roshi would do when she was done with her studies. She opened a cupboard and she was searching for something, and when she tried to ask me whether I saw what I was searching for, she noticed that she was not getting any replies from Roshi. So she looked towards the direction of the window and found no one was there. Everyone was at the hall watching TV. After listening to her, Roshi then took the opportunity to explain to her family what she was dealing with for a whole week. Her family believed her, and they indeed felt like something was fishy, and they took Roshi to a holy place. There they met a person who was able to solve these kind of cases. This person blew some verses of the Quran on Roshi and told Roshi's elders to never let her be alone in the house, and strictly told her to never go by that road, and strictly told Roshi to never go by that road again. He did not tell Roshi the reason on why she saw the lady and why she was experiencing these events, because apparently she was too young to know these things. However, luckily, these things never happened again, and Roshi and her family left the house 3 to 4 months after. And that is the story of Roshi and the woman on the abandoned road.